Hey guys, and welcome to the video. So with a lot of you all looking to buy a new truck in the upcoming 2020 year, we wanted to make a video talking about some of the new and most appealing products that are coming to the market. So if you can see if you need to hold on and say, maybe wait until the end of the year before you make that purchase so you can get the absolute best truck you can buy. Now, where we wanted to start off today's video is going to be, of course, with none other than the all-new 2021 F-150. That being the most popular vehicle in the U.S. By like a long shot. Yeah, we're like over 800,000 units per year. Recently we've been seeing some tester models out and about and getting a really good look at it. At what is different now. Now there's not, of course, a lot of technical information, but from the images you can tell there's going to be more of an evolutionary change with this generation. Yeah. Obviously there's a new grille. It kind of has a more rounded look, and if it's anything like the current model, there's going to be like 59,000 combinations of grille because there's so many different trim levels, but a lot of different textures, of course. We have cool LED headlights with the daytime running light that kind of goes around in a bracket shape and then extends down into the fog light area. So that's kind of a unique touch, and that's going to be something that shows it off to be the new model, since it looks like it's going to be more of a mild change from the outgoing generation. And then we can't forget about the Raptor renderings I've been seeing. They look even cooler. The Raptor, of course, is basically the king of the F-150 lineup, the ultimate in performance and just badass design and stuff. And it looks absolutely killer in these new renderings. A lot of it looks more different to me than the regular one to the outgoing generation, and you can bet that it's going to come packed with all of the latest technology and all the maximum capability. Now, spy photographers actually captured a really good look at the interior as well, so we can start to see kind of some details of the inside before it's officially came out. So you can clearly tell from this picture that the interior has moved upscale. Looks like we have a lot of kind of variety of textures and materials that are I guess you could say catching up with the Ram 1500, because that brought mid-sized trucks to a new level. We don't know what trim level this is photographed, but like I said, you can start to see that Ford is mixing in, different types of materials. You don't really have so much like black plastic and things like that. You have more of a variety of nice materials. You also have a very large display. By my estimate, it looks to be about 10 to 12 inches likely. And you also have full digital gauges, similar to what we've seen in like the Mustang and other Ford products and Lincoln products. Just more things to move the F-150 more upscale and get it more in line with what people's changing taste are concerning trucks recently. And like I said, we don't really have any technical information, but we do know that there's going to be a hybrid version and eventually a full electric version of the F-150. So that's of course very cool. And then the on-sale date is going to be later this year, but pricing should stay roughly in line with what it is currently. There wouldn't be, a huge price increase on something like the F-150. Alright, and for those of you that know the channel, you know that I own a Hyundai, and the next news is about Hyundai's all-new pickup truck, the Hyundai Santa Cruz. So this will actually, we don't have a lot of details about the Santa Cruz, but it is promising to be a pretty cool unibody truck, and it's going to really pack a lot of tech in for a more affordable price. Hyundai is notorious for throwing in a lot of value, much more value than the competition. So I'm excited to see what Hyundai does here with the Santa Cruz. Now, what we've been seeing in these recent spy shots kind of indicate a little bit of a change from that 2015 concept that they had back in the day. And that's that, we're looking at something a little bit larger than what they had previously been showing us. and it's got 4 full doors. So we're looking at a crew cab, which that's not particularly surprising in the fact that that's the more popular body style of truck. But of course, like I said, that concept that they previously had that was just kind of an extended cab, kind of had that like like the old Subaru Baja look to it. But this, get the full 4 doors.
Probably a good thing that they made that transition is what I would think. Really go head to head against something like the Honda Ridgeline, Ford Ranger, and that type of thing.
As far as its foundation, it could share some of its internal pieces with the Hyundai Santa Fe. It is going to be destined to be built in the same factory in Alabama. So we could think that it might be available both with a traditional, naturally aspirated 4-cylinder as well as a turbo 4-cylinder. Again, this is just kind of speculation, but that would be something that one could assume that it might be act as the foundation to the truck. And like I said, Hyundai has confirmed that it will be built in Alabama, production starting early next year, which means that it will debut likely towards the end of this year, maybe at the LA Auto Show, or if there's any auto shows left after the coronavirus.
Hopefully.
It will debut somewhere, even if it's just through digital means.
Yeah.
And for our third truck that we're excited to see, that's got to belong to the new Rivian R1T. An electric truck. I guess it's going to be one of the first electric trucks hitting the market. And that's certainly very exciting because it's packing a serious punch as far as the specs and design are concerned. Now, we've heard from a lot of you guys about the Cybertruck, and the Rivian version, or the Rivian truck here, has a very futuristic design, but not as dramatic and insane as the Cybertruck. I think it's a little less controversial.
Yeah, let's just be honest here. The Cybertruck is a little bit much for most people. I mean, maybe by the time it makes it to market, it'll look cool. I don't know. But it looks a little odd right now. The Rivian is kind of that middle ground in between. So you can get a fully electric pickup truck with some crazy performance numbers. What is it, around 800?
The maximum for this is going to be 750 horsepower with the top tier model.
Yeah.
815 pound-feet of torque, and 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds.
Yes, out of a pickup truck.
That's just ridiculous. Let's just be honest. That's ridiculous. But I can't wait to see it. That's what makes it exciting, is that it's just going to be a totally new thing, a new frontier. Yeah. We've never seen that type of performance from a truck. As a matter of fact, we've never really seen a full electric truck. So, this is going to be an exciting prospect. Of course, with an electric vehicle, the other really important number besides the performance is going to be the range. And it's got a very large battery that's producing, according to Rivian, over 400 miles. It hasn't been officially rated yet, but it'll be over 400 miles of range, which is certainly a really good number to see.
Yeah.
And it's all going to be paired with quad motor all-wheel drive. And now for the fourth truck, or trucks I should say rather, that are we're excited to see coming up. That's going to go for the 2021 Silverado and 2021 Sierra twins, with the refreshed interior.
Yeah.
So we're hearing that GM is moving ahead to bring out a new and much more upscale version with different interiors. We're looking at more basically the Tahoe interior kind of coming into the Silverado, something very similar to that.
And maybe the Yukon Denali's interior being thrown into the Sierra Denali. And to be honest with you guys, there's nothing really wrong with the current Silverado and Sierra's interiors, but when you really push that, like $70,000 price
or
point,
above,
we did one of $72,000. It just isn't as luxurious as the Ram or stuff like that, and it's going to be left behind. So it was necessary that GM do this. So hopefully it's not too far behind, and if it isn't, then I would suggest waiting. If you're especially looking at a Denali or a high country Silverado, it will be a big upgrade.
And then for the last one here, I wanted to talk about one that's in the not so distant future, and that's going to be the refreshed Chevy Colorado and also GMC Canyon. We've actually have seen the full production pictures of this at this point, and while not like full redesign, they are represent pretty substantial improvements in the much more competitive mid-sized truck market. So what you're looking at is basically a freshening both inside and out. The main change is going to be up in the front. We have new grills, much more aggressive, bold. They stand out a lot more than they did before. There's also a big push to include more differentiation between the trim levels. And like I said, the cool thing about these trucks is that we actually might see them really soon. According to GM, we're looking at an on-sale date of early spring. So it's spring right now. So hopefully, like I said, we'll be seeing that soon. And so long as trucks and stuff are heading to dealers still, maybe we'll be able to get you guys a review.
Well guys, we hope you enjoyed this look at the top 5 new trucks coming to market in 2020, as well as the Tesla Cybertruck coming in 2021. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We will be doing reviews on all of those trucks, as we mentioned, as soon as they get to dealers, so you definitely don't want to miss that. And until then, stay safe and stay happy.